What's going on? If y'all can see me, okay, cool. What's going on, y'all? This your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel down below. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing my video rather religiously or in passing. And also, shout out to the hype fans. Shout out to the hype fans. You already know, man. Let me get a bird call real quick, man. You already know, man. Listen, I got some exciting news, man. I got some exciting news, man. It's not about me. It's about Philadelphia Eagles, man. I heard that we went down there to Cleveland, and I heard we gave them the biz naive, aka the business. I heard that we gave them the business for sure, man. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like, man. I got some notes for y'all. You know, I got some notes, man. Don't worry, man. But I heard it was a good day for Jalen Hurts, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Patience, consistency, and the willingness to actually grow. You know what I'm saying? You don't do what you did today without understanding what you need to work on and the willingness to grow. You don't do what you did today. You feel what I'm saying? You don't do that. Only real quarterbacks, only real people who's dedicated to working hard. Only those quarterbacks will prevail. I like what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts. Listen, and I'm not saying that he's perfect in everything. I'm not saying that he's going to be the best quarterback in the NFL. But what I do like is progression, working on your craft, trying to be more consistent. That's what I like, man. I got some notes, man. I got some notes, man. Let's go. For the people who didn't practice today, I got some people who didn't practice today, man. You know what I mean? And hopefully they get healthy soon. You know, that's what I'm wishing for, man. You know what I mean? We gotta save these people for the season. Not only that, man, I just want them to get healthy, man. No James Bradbury. He has a groin issue. Christian Ellis hamstring, Javon Hargrave toe, Jason Kelsey elbow, Miles Sanders hamstring, which I heard, I don't know if it's really serious or not, and Greg Ward toe. Grant Selicher, whatever his name is, hamstring. So he didn't practice today, man. But the one that pops out to me is Miles Sanders, man. He's been on the sideline for a little minute. He hasn't participated in any joint practices due to his hamstring. I just want everybody on this list right now to get well, especially Miles Sanders, James Bradbury, and everybody know what's going on with Jason Kelsey, man. He had to, he had something in his elbow he had to clean out. So he had to clean out all the extra stuff so that way he can be ready for week one. He don't need to do any joint practices anyway, man. He's a veteran. He know what it is. It's always good to, brush up on your skills and everything, but he's good, man. I'm not really too much worried about Jason Kelsey, man. So let's get into before we get into camp notes, man. I gotta report this real quick for sure. This is for the Jalen Hurts haters out there, right? Okay, and this is for Elliot Parks as well. Another one, because something that he just wrote that just didn't stick. That it just didn't stick with me. Jalen Hurts training camp stats: day 14, Cleveland, day 2. 10 of 19, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And this is what he had to say. A few more incompletions than you want to see, but 6 touchdowns and did a good job finishing drives. Also, another day with 0 interceptions. Grade A. So why you had to throw a little slight, why you just couldn't put all of that without saying a few more incompletions than you want? Why you just couldn't start off with, by saying Jalen Hurts 6 touchdowns, did a good job finishing drives. Also, another day with no interceptions. Why you had to put a few more in? Like, bro, everything ain't gonna be perfect. The man was 10 for 19 with 6 touchdowns. What more do you want? That's an A plus to me. That's an A plus to me. 6 touchdowns. Listen, your completion percentage ain't gotta be 80 when you got 6 touchdowns. You 10 for 19 with 6 touchdowns. It ain't gotta be an 80. As long as he ain't getting no picks, as long as he ain't put the ball in harm's way. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's always going to be negative press with the good press to try to blend it in and make it like, come on, bro. Like, I have not yet seen this guy, really just outright praise the man when he did good. I don't know what's going on, man. But I like what I saw from Jalen Hurts, man. Well, not even so. I like what I heard, of what Jalen Hurts did today in camp. I like when I'm hearing about Smitty as well. Smitty, man, I already know, man. Listen, Smitty is going to be a all-star wide receiver. He's going to be that guy, man. With or without AJ Brown. If we didn't have AJ Brown, who was going to be that guy? Now that we got AJ Brown, he's still going to be that guy. I don't consider him taking a back seat to AJ Brown. I consider it a 1A, 1B type of, you know what I mean? They both are number one wide receivers on any team. I don't really see a number two wide receiver. I mean, that's how you got to put it on paper, but I don't really see a number two wide receiver. I don't see that. So yeah, shout out to Smitty, shout out to AJ Brown. I like what the defense is doing, man. The defense really didn't give up anything big. But let's get into some of these camp notes for sure, man. I got some camp notes right now. Let's get into it. Okay, so it says one of the matchups I was most talking about, the notes. One of the matchups I was most looking forward to heading into Cleveland was Jordan Mailata versus Myles Garrett, who is thought of by some of the best pass. I mean, by some as the best pass rusher in the NFL. Garrett didn't practice on Thursday, but he did square off against Mailata twice in one-on-ones on Friday. He said but he thought Mailata won both reps. Mailata thought they would split them, whatever. And it says on a second of the two reps, Garrett tried to dip speed rush around the corner, but Mailata was able to guide Garrett up the field and away from the quarterback, and even used Garrett's dip against him by putting him on the ground. So as you can see, and we all know about Myles Garrett, man. Myles Garrett is a tough guy to block. So for Jordan Mailata to actually want to seek Myles Garrett and actually want to go up against him, I like that. I like the competitiveness. I like the competition. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I like that. It says later in 11 on 11s, Mailata had a nice block on a zone read that allowed Boston Scott to run through a huge hole on the left side. Jeff Stoutland astonishingly yelled that one goes on a tape. Translation: he'll use the block as a teaching example for the other linemen. So basically, he's using Myles Garrett. I mean, not Myles. He's using Jordan Mailata on tape. Hold on. Yes, baby? Yeah, just give me a second. Let me finish this, okay? Promise. Pound. All right. Let me finish this. Okay. So as I was saying, that's like he's using Mailata as an example. That's what we lead. We want to lead by example, regardless if they're on our team or not. We got to show teams that we are here. We got to show teams that this is who y'all should be following, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't care, man. And I like what I'm seeing out of the Philadelphia Eagles content creators, man. This is the most I ever seen us pop our, you know what. We pop our, every day on Twitter, everywhere. Everywhere I go, people be like, yo, Eagles fans is real loud this year. Of course we loud. We got no choice but to be loud. We got every reason to be loud. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it. On Thursday, Lane Johnson said that Mailata was bummed that Garrett didn't practice. As I said before, he was seeking Myles Garrett, you know what I mean, to actually get some reps in. So he was mad that he didn't practice. I should be a narrator. He got his whistle on Friday, and he said that he planned on talking shop with Garrett after practice to pick his brain, and he didn't lie. And as they showed the picture right there, you know what I mean, him, Myles Garrett, and Jordan Mailata, they started talking or whatever like that. Let's get into the good news, though. Let's get into some more good news. Dallas got to continue to shine. He had a bunch of catches and two particularly impressive plays today. The first one was a screenplay. The Eagles showed a lot of red candy. I mean, the Eagles showed a lot of eye candy pre-snaps, and then threw a tight end screen to the right side. It say Jalen Hurts screen toss had a little heat on it, and Gala plucked it out of the air with one hand before quickly turning up the field. It was a well-designed screen that fooled the Browns defensively, and Goddard looked good running after the catch. The second one was a Hurts throw to the front left corner of the end zone. Browns DB Anthony Bell eyes lit up when when he thought he had a pick. But Goddard out-muscled him. That's what I'm talking about. Goddard out-muscled him for the catch and touchdown. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. Go up there and get the ball. Go up there and get the ball at any given time, yo. That's what we need. That's what we was lacking last year. Our wide receivers going up and get the ball. Yo, go snatch that ball, man. Go snatch it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, man. Speaking of out-muscling defensive backs, A.J. Brown and Greedy Williams both went up for a 50-50 ball in the end zone, and Brown simply ripped it away from Williams. The force of Brown's rip sent Williams to the ground. Brown glanced down at Williams for the moment before heading off the field, so he must have looked at him like this and then ran off. Like he must have gave him a like, yo, you hit, like, chill, you hit. He must have did that for real. He must have did that for real. If you haven't yet, man, please like, subscribe to the channel down below. If you haven't yet, man, you already know, man. Shout out to all my hype fans, man. You already know. Merch is on the way. I'm working on the designs and everything. Merch is on the way. Also, man, this year I want to give out 2 free tickets. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe, man. You'll probably be the lucky winner to get the 2 free tickets. Tap in on my Twitter, man. My Twitter handle is HypeEagle1. Tap in on my Twitter. You already know. Let's get more into it, man, with some of these camp notes. Because I heard Greedy Williams had a hard, long day. It say this is probably when we should get to Hurts, who threw to covered receivers all day long. So all our receivers was basically clever. But in a good way, he allowed guys like Brown, Goddard, and Devontae Smith to make plays on the football, even if they weren't wide open. So he's throwing to people that's covered. He's throwing people open, I should say. That's what he was willing to work on. That's what he failed to do last year, is throwing people open. And I'm glad he's doing that. I'm glad he worked on that. Let's get more into it. On the football that weren't over. Yeah, they are. And why not? It say, if you have receivers you trust to make plays on the football, go ahead and give them the opportunity. I don't know why they put go in ahead and give them the opportunity. They got me reading all stupid. They say, but also I believe that Hurts is beginning to figure out how to throw guys open. As I was saying, word is born. As I just said, I didn't even know that was in there. As I just said, defensive back head is turned the other way, and you think you can fire it in before he can get a head around. Let it rip. The worst that can happen is an incompletion. It say have a mismatch with Brown on a smaller corner on a slant. Let the big guys be a bully. Think Smith can outjump a corner down the sideline throw? Question mark. Throw it up high. It's some linebacker trying to cover Goddard. Fire away. So basically, Hurts is just throwing it in there, man. Hurts is just putting it in. That's why he had 6 touchdowns, man. So that's some of the camp notes right there. I hate picking on something else. I hate picking on Kenny Gainwell, but he had another drop today. So I heard that, you know, Kenny Gainwell had a drop previously. He had another drop today. I also heard that, but you know, that's mistakes that you will learn from. You got to remember, this is practice at the end of the day. This is practice. So these mistakes that they will learn from. You know what I mean? I heard that Philadelphia Eagles is undefeated in joint practices between this year and last year. And I'm not surprised at all. Man. So I heard we was really kicking up for sure, man, for sure. So like I said, man, if you haven't yet, man, please like, subscribe to the channel down below, man. I'm about to get up and play my Madden 23 real quick on my Xbox Series S. If you want some smoke, let me know. My Xbox handle is Raw2Dog. RAW, the number 2, capital DAW, capital G. Raw2Dog if you want some smoke. Holla at me. You already know, man. Shout out to my hype fans out there. Bird call, baby.